Welcome back to the Arlen Specter U.S. Squash Center for our second semifinal of the night here on day one of the NSL playoffs. Should be an absolute cracker. It will be the Atlanta Tornadoes taking on the Lake Erie Beacons. Hey there, folks. Jackson Bragman here. Sean Choi alongside for NSL playoff action here in Philly. Sean, how are you?
Good. I mean, we were just treated some world-class squash, and we're back at it now on the second matchup here against the Atlanta Tornadoes and the Beacons. And Jackson, it's good to see that we're split on the decision here on who's going to take this one. So
Timmy asked us earlier for our predictions. I feel adamantly that it will be the Atlanta Tornadoes victorious. Veer Chotrani off an incredible season on the PSA World Tour in the NSL playoffs here tonight. I think that he is going to be the man of the match. That's my bold prediction. And then Miguel Rodriguez, it's pure class every time he takes the court. Hopefully we get disco time tonight from Miguel and Tom Walsh, of course, rounding things out to add some nice defense, to add some nice consistency for this Tornadoes team. I think they're the favorites in the matchup tonight. You've gone for the Beacons.
Go for the Beacons. I think, I mean, A, they have the best player in Victor, and the depth. I think the depth they have with Bernard Jama, he's ranked 38 in the world, but he's had scalps all over. And he has the ability to push up in the rankings. And we got Yannick, who's been such a stable player in his early career so far. I just think they have more depth. Obviously, I think the potential that, as you mentioned with Tornadoes with Veer Chotrani, as being very much so nicknamed the Ramiest Shore right now since the Ali Farag interview. But I still do think the Beacons have more depth, and I think the name of the game is depth.
We shall see as people are taking their seats here at the Specter Center, moments away from our first men's semifinal of the 2025 NSL playoffs. I can't wait, Sean. Let's throw down onto the court. Our MC, Ryan Leslie, has player introductions and rules announcements for us here at Specter.
The 2025 National Squash League Championship Weekend. We are live from the Arlen Specter U.S. Squash Center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We just witnessed the first ticket punched to Championship Sunday as the District Inferno took down the Lake Erie Beacons to compete in Sunday's National Squash League Women's Championship. We now turn our attention over to the first men's semifinal between the Atlanta Tornadoes and the Lake Erie Beacons. Introducing first, for the Atlanta Tornadoes, please welcome head coach Celia Pashley. And stepping on court first for the Atlanta Tornadoes, he is one of the most beloved players on tour. Hailing from Colombia, please welcome number 21 in the world, Miguel Rodriguez. Introducing next for the Tornadoes, hailing from India, number 54 in the world, please welcome Veer Chotrani. And rounding out the Tornadoes, currently number 66 in the world from England, please welcome Tom Walsh. And introducing next for the Lake Erie Beacons, she just turned from a player in tonight's semifinal to a coach of tonight's semifinal. Please welcome Lucy Beecroft. And introducing first for the Lake Erie Beacons, please welcome number 11 in the world from France, Victor Crouin. And next for the Lake Erie Beacons, he's currently ranked number 38 in the world, hailing from Spain. Please welcome Bernat Jauma. And rounding out tonight's semifinal, hailing from Switzerland, currently number 41 in the world, please welcome Yannick Wilhelme. McClintock, can we get a photo? Coaches, I need your starting players on court. Period number 1 is about to begin.
And we got the first matchup here, Jackson. We got Veer Chotrani versus Victor Crouin.
This is fun. A couple recent college squash graduates. Veer finishing his college career at Cornell this time last year, and Victor graduating a couple of years ago. A two-time individual national champion in his own right is Victor Crouin, while in his senior year, Veer captured that very same title right here at the Spectre Center, actually, for Veer. So a couple of legends in the team format. And now returning to team squash with the NSL. How cool is that? Victor was the 3rd overall pick in the 2025 NSL draft, selected by the Beacons. And he is the leader of this team, without a shadow of a doubt. Looking to work his way.
Try that headset.
And Veer working his way up the rankings in 2025. Had a great win at the World Championships over Declan James in the opening round, a big-time upset for Veer. And of course, took a game off the world number 2, the 4-time world champion, Ali Farag, and really pushed, I won't say he pushed Farag to the limit, but was down 2-1 and had game balls to take that match to a 5th game. He's pulling some outrageous shots out of his bag in that one. And showing his class after the match, Ali Farag said, Virtutrani may be the next Rami Ashur. They were comparable in terms of their playing styles and the pressure that Ali felt being on court with Veer as opposed to Rami. So high praise from one of the greatest of all time, Ali Farag, when it comes to Virtutrani, now into the world top 60. One of the top players from India. He's going to want to keep climbing. Still based in Ithaca, New York, where he spent 5 years at Cornell. Still working with David Palmer, a part of that. Ramit Tandon, Siva, Subramaniam, crew in Cornell. Crowd's coming alive here from the Spectre Center. The stands are packed, some standing room only on the sides for folks who are not able to.
I'm excited.
Find a seat in the bleachers.
Really curious about this matchup here.
Yeah, I think it'll be fascinating. I've gone for the Tornadoes, you've gone for the Beacons. Friendly little wager between us. We're underway in Philadelphia, PA. First of 2 men's semifinals, second of 4 semifinals overall between the men and the women. And Cruin draws first blood for Lake Erie.
Both are very familiar with this court with their time in college, because this was a prominent facility for the individuals and nationals.
Veer won the individual national title on the other glass court here at Spectre. Opposite
had that
this one.
Massive one against Yusuf, where she came out victorious. So both
5-game classic.
Achieved essentially all they can in the college squash, and now trying to tackle the Pro Tour. And Victor's obviously had some great success, but both are still young and looking to move further into the rankings.
Oh, touch from Chotrani. Feathering that ball into the neck early doors. Taste of things to come, perhaps. Sporting #1 on his back, Cruin is elected to go for the number 10. Sean, what number would you wear if anything was available to you and you were drafted in the national squad?
I mean, I love football, so would do 10 as well. So that's like, it's the best number in the sport. Best player. Always attention seeker, so got to go for the most infamous number. How about you, Jackson?
Well, I know you're a Boston guy. Are you a big Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Or could you also go for
that
0?
Explains it. 0. I like 3. I like 7. I feel like those would be one of those two. Don't be happy with either of those two numbers. I don't know if I want to go double digits.
That's
wow.
Brilliant. To get to see that up close is just, and we see Victor's time-wasting abilities right in action.
Early doors, Sean. Victor injecting some major pace into the ball here.
Rally already. The pace is up, ladies and gentlemen. These boys aren't here to play. Gorgeous hold.
Sean, don't look now, but that's us. We're on camera. Just be cool. Victor, almost, nearly.
Jackson, you've ruined me now. Can't say a word.
Oh, what a rally! Cruin, inch perfect on the drop. The back end of a great sequence there. He went for the slap Nick, sort of cross-court kill. And Cruin answering on the serve return. He didn't get it to Cruin, but won it with the straight counter. Oh, now Cruin with the fan, and we're pulling out all the stops here early. No easing into this opening semifinal for the men. Less than 4 minutes in. We're paying witness to some spectacular squash. And Victor reeling just a little bit. Chotrani taking it to the French number 1.
Both are just jockeying for position here. What a lob. The height he's able to get on that. Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, he's got that back off the back wall. Oh, he's gone for it on the volley, and he's not happy with himself. He wanted that one so bad.
Tad bit ambitious there.
He's a showman at heart. He's a Terminator out there on court. He's able to show very little emotion, is Chotrani. But he does love to put on a good show. He does love to perform.
Mini lead here for Victor. See how Veer is going to disrupt.
Oh, shot.
The solid base that Victor has. Some excellent line heading, Jackson.
Oh, that's tight, right on cue.
Stop the clock, stop the clock. The Beacons are calling their 2-minute power play.
1 floorboard squash. Here is our first power play of our opening men's semifinal.
A lot earlier of the usage of the power play compared to what we just witnessed.
See if it pays off for the Beacons. Only Lake Erie able to score for the next 2 minutes. No substitutions allowed during the power play. So Victor can really go for broke here. He's gone for the kill. It's a great scrape from Chotrani.
That is gorgeous.
Veer is moving really well, but it doesn't matter. Victor firing. He's traditionally thought of as a more attritional player, but he can attack with the best of them. Make no mistake about
Clever
it.
serve.
Veer trying to lift, trying to extend these rallies. Victor's having none of it. Oh,
that's
wow.
pretty.
Carving that ball into the front right. No, Veer, no. Oh, I thought he was going to go for the cross neck. Oh, he has that time off his back foot. Close, but no cigar. Oh, he's gone for the 3-wall.
Oh, that's good.
30 seconds.
Victor's laying it on here. It's such a nice lob. Oh, and he pointed, he called a shot. Did Victor go for it again? Surely, no. Oh, it's just so good. So, so good. From the French number 1.
Final play.
Oh, he's gone for it. It's Veer. He bears in the 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we got our first substitution, look who's joined us in the comms booth.
What a surprise. We have a legend, a GOAT. Is that, how do you feel hearing the word GOAT? How do you feel when I say that in association with your name? Mr. Mohamed El-Shorbagy up here in the commentary booth. He's going to take the court for the Newport Dragons in tomorrow's second semifinal matchup. Mo, thank you for being here. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's the first time I've had the privilege of making your acquaintance.
No, thanks guys for having me here. I'm honestly feel honored to be joining here in NSL Finals. I've been part of one match so far when we played against Cleveland, and I absolutely love the format. I really got into it when I got there, you know, and how tactical it is as well. So yeah, really happy to be here in Philly, and yeah, just watching everyone enjoying playing squash.
Well, we know you're keeping notes on these two teams as you and your brother are right in front of us, taking all the notes you can, but I'm curious, I put Melissa on the spot earlier. Which team would you prefer in the finals here between these two?
Well, we obviously had Cleveland with us in the group, right? And we already played them, and that's the match actually I played. And it actually finished in a shootout, right? So it was very close. They have a very good team. I feel like, to be fair, the 4 teams are pretty close here, you know? I would agree. To be honest, I feel like there were teams that should have been stronger than the 4 teams that are currently here, but they didn't make it due to their players not available. Like Greenwich, for example, they had Asal, right? Yusuf Ibrahim couldn't make it to Chicago one time because he got injured. So I feel like the 4 teams that are here deserve to be here because they're all kind of, you know, have all their players available and stuff. You know?
Availability, yeah.
Tell me about how you first became involved with the NSL, because it was a huge announcement sort of last fall that Mohamed El-Shorbagy is coming to the National Squash League. He's put his name in the draft, and obviously we heard that you were selected by Newport at the draft in Charlottesville earlier this year, and we got to see you in that Lake Erie match. It was so cool, and I know you're fired up to be here for the playoffs. So how did this all start? How did you first hear about the NSL, and how did you decide that this was something that you really wanted to be a part of?
I mean, I remember when it started the first year, it had a buzz on social media, a little bit about it. Of course, Spencer and Timothy as well. Of course, we have them on tour as well, so they were speaking to us about it. And then I think I watched a little bit the final, and I was like, saw how everyone was getting into it, and I was like, this actually seems fun. Yeah, I joked with Timmy a little bit. I would like maybe at some point I'd love to get involved, maybe. And then yeah, they spoke to me in the summer, and we made it work. And honestly, I'm really happy to be involved in it. And yeah, I'm actually really excited to be playing for it tomorrow as well, especially against my brother as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we can't wait.
That rivalry. It's good to see you back in red, though. It's your old kid from Technofiber.
Yeah.
Newport Dragons.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're not going to put my brother against me tomorrow because it's not going to be a very good matchup. I think they will see he's sitting there laughing already, but yeah, he's a bit tired from World Series finals. His legs are not moving very well. He's getting older as well, so they will definitely put him with someone else.
Of course.
Sounds like the right tactical plan.
So there's one thing I must ask you. I would be remiss not to ask you, and this is a surprise that you're joining us here today in the commentary booth. So it's a great honor, and you know, I could ask you about one of your 50 titles. I could ask you about your British Open wins, your World Championship wins, or this incredible career that you've had. But what I'm instead going to ask you is about your sauna sessions with our good friend Bill Buckingham, who's your best friend, as he likes to call him.
Self-proclaimed.
And I want to know what goes on in the sauna with Wild Bill, as PJ calls him.
Well, the first time we met in the sauna was in Chicago, and
this is Windy City, or this is World Championships?
In the Windy City,
okay.
I think.
What year is this? Paint the picture.
I think it happened around 4 years ago.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, we always knew of each other. You know, he was always, you know, the MC of tournaments. You know,
sure.
He seemed pretty funny. I was also not a bad squash player at the time as well, so you know, we knew each other from afar, and then all of a sudden in Chicago 4 years ago, that's when it really started happening. You know, like I went downstairs by luck, I found him in the sauna. It was just only him, no one else, no distractions. We just had a lot of conversations. And then I go back the second day, and guess what? Who I find again by luck. It was also him, you know. And then it happened.
Well, it sounds very unlucky. Actually.
It only happened like 4 times, and then here it is. Our love story started.
This is the most romantic story I've heard in the squash community.
Exactly what happened. I'm really like I actually asked him yesterday if he was coming, and I'm really hurt he's not here. I was really looking forward to seeing him.
That just shows the type of friend he is. You know, he'd show up if he had an event.
Well, yeah, we're thrilled to have you here in the National Squash League. We know that you went on Bill's podcast, so now I'm going to put you on the spot. You got to come on Sean's show, and you got to come on my show at some point in the coming months. So we'll have to make it happen. And yeah, absolute legend.
I just need to get like a letter, just making sure from Bill to just that.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what Bill told him.
Bill is fine.
Can't be cheating on Bill. I understand.
That I just can't do it.
I understand. We'll get him to sign off on it. And the very final thing that I will ask you about as well is I had dinner with Spencer last night, Spencer Lovejoy, your teammate, and he was showing me the message that you had sent in the Newport group chat. You're not smiling, you're not laughing, because it was no nonsense for you. You said we're better than these other teams. You said tell the people what you said in the group chat last night and how you're kind of game planning for tomorrow.
I think it's something like that is really. I would rather keep that in the group within the team, like our tactics, our our team talks,
Fair enough.
How I try to lead these guys into the finals, So I can share these things more on your podcast only when Bill allows.
Sure. Well, yeah, it sounds like you're spending a lot more time in conversation with Bill than we are. So please wish him the best for us, and tell him we say hi, and we're looking forward to you and Marwan going at it tomorrow in the semifinals. So thanks for joining me.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for having me.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Mohammed El Sharbaghi, wow. And talk about starstruck, Sean. I mean, we are, how lucky are we as in the midst of our chat, Lake Erie appears to have pulled ahead in the opening period. Good for your prediction, but Miguel's looking to go quick here with just under 6 minutes to go.
As they would say, the disco time is fully intact here. We'll see how Bernat responds with all the chaos. Just as I predicted, Jackson, not to rub it in here, but Lake Erie Beacons.
That's really
very good.
First period. The great thing about the NSL is it's never over till it's over. Make that 4 points for Miguel at 39 years old.
Oh, it's brilliant to
residing
just
at the world number 21 ranking. Oh my goodness, there's the James Wells drop. Long drop from the back. Feathering it in, cutting the deficit all the way down to 3 now, I believe. He's gone for the tweener here. It's disco time in Philadelphia. And he's just gonna pick it up.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
Smart, that's the right move. Bernat pulling out the Philly ball. It's frantic here with that feathery counter from Mr. Jean. Can he hang on? And Miguel will get 1 more point off. Risk-free.
Just need to rush this one, but knowing Miguel, he'll rush everyone.
Stop the clock. The Lake Erie Beacons are making their final substitution. Yannick Delhelmer.
We'll have Yannick here. Come on. The Beacons in good stand here with 4-point lead with just 4 minutes left.
And 14 seconds
On paper, Miguel should have the advantage here just in terms of pure squash ability. So we'll see if he's going to close down, but how can he handle the pressure of being 4 points down with 4 minutes left on the clock? That's rapid, that's rapid.
Fresh legs and perfect width.
Definitely see an air of seriousness as we are in crunch time of the NSL season.
Yannick, I love that technique on the backhand. So fluid. Just absolutely punishing the ball right now. Looking to pull away here in period number 1 in our opening men's semifinal.
Not many players get the Jackson Bragman approval on the technique, so this actually speaks volumes.
Of course, I'm a technical expert at my 5.2 US squash rating, and I know all as it comes to technique. But
He knows what's visually appealing.
I know what I like. I know what I like, and I know what I don't.
he's liking what he's saying with Yannick. Just as he
Oh,
misses
he's
back
with
in.
that serve return, though, so maybe I'm mistaken a little bit. Back and forth we go.
There's
Back
no
down
player
to 4.
There's no player who understands the time clock as well as Miguel. He knows when he needs to hurry up. He knows when to slow down.
Oh, I would have gone short on the shot before. He did go short to Miguel, but he kind of slammed it in.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking.
This could be the period.
Just know what Miguel's capable of, but it's just a good enough lead here that you'd think.
Yeah, has been lights out.
That's
He's been
fantastic.
absolutely lights out since checking on a few minutes ago.
Beacons are not messing around here.
He's going to take his time. Oh, that
Nice.
squeeze.
Huge movement. Miguel is in a hurry.
Shot, only 4 now. Sean, we can't have that. We cannot have that. That's not a power play, I suppose.
I don't think Yannick was actually wasting time there.
No, I don't. But yeah, I don't. That's gonna be. That's tough. That's a tough one. Power play.
No, I understand the power play, but I thought that was a
different
sensible. Yeah. But I get. Miguel.
I don't blame Yannick, but I just is it on the receiver to be ready to play? That's the question. Maybe it's an off-season discussion. We're gonna have to figure out.
Oh! And that might have done it here. We have now 50 seconds left with a 6-point lead.
It's a little bit late for a let.
I mean, he's got to take those chances.
Yeah, now 7 points separating these two teams. We'll rally out the final 30 seconds. Hear from Spectre, but Lake Erie in the driver's seat to take a 1-0 lead over the Atlanta Tornadoes. Quick hands for Miguel. Oh, and one for the highlight reel, even if.
That's what
His team
Virtutrani was trying to go for.
On the losing end of that first period. Incredible stuff. We saw some disco time, but we did not see a first period win for Atlanta. They're going to regroup. Celia Pashley is going to talk things over with her team. We're going to take a quick break here. You are watching the NSL playoffs live on the NSL YouTube channel.
Seems like I'm a bit more successful with the coaching thing, but we'll see how it ends up. But no, it's good fun either way. Maybe a little less stressful sitting here instead of both, but maybe it'll get more stressful. Who knows?
So period number 1, you guys seem to call the power play at the right time, take a commanding lead, and they just can't fight back. Was that part of the strategy going in, or did you guys call that on the fly?
A little bit on the fly. I think we saw, Victor was pushing Veer quite a lot in that first 5-6 minutes, and we thought, why not capitalize on that and keep him on court a couple more minutes, and yeah, it worked out for us.
Well, there you go. Congrats on winning period number 1, and good luck for the rest of the match. The Lake Erie Beacons take period number 1. We'll be right back with period number 2.
Driving the most important initiatives for the growth of squash in the United States. driving the most important initiatives for the growth of squash in the United States.
Early doors, period number 2. Miguel pointing to his ear a little bit after being on the right end of that opening exchange, pulling ahead to a 1-love lead. Make that 2 after an early stroke. Atlanta looking to respond quickly here in period number 2 and build a little bit of a lead. Sean Choi, what does Atlanta have to get right here?
I think the start. I think it's got to be the start. There's got to be some statistic around whoever's leading after that first shift wins that period. I want to see that percentage. But I always do think that first lead is very important. Miguel's doing a fantastic job here. Doing a fantastic job here. A lot less pressure from Miguel in comparison to that period 1 where he needed to score points. Right now he can just build the rallies. Just tire those legs out. On the scoreboard now, Yannick did a great showing to wrap that first period up.
Oh, it's a volley fest in the mid-court. Really impressed with Yannick early here, Sean. Lucy Beecroft's just finished playing for the ladies Lake Erie team. She's down on the bench coaching the Beacon men in this semifinal contest. Let's hear what she had to say to her team, who was victorious in that opening period.
Just diving all over the...
Is that from Chicago?
Yeah. That was the U5.
Woman, a few words. Lucy Beecroft. Oh, here's Celia Pashley.
I think the power play against him, like when he was a bit tired, though, was great. Like it was, yeah. See how it, yeah, right. Especially after.
I think they'll stop with Miguel. That's okay.
Oh.
Just one, it was one.
air Miguel there, Sean.
My goodness, how did he know to jump on that?
Unbelievable. I don't think Celia Pashley taught him that one. I think that's born and raised.
Yannick holding his ground on the tee right now.
Yeah, Yannick is so solid. I mean, so consistent on that backhand. I believe has a win over our boss Timmy Brownell.
He went for it.
PSA action earlier this year. He's had some good scalpings on tour this season.
That's a wrong footer there.
Miguel with that brand new unsquashable racket. He was a Technifiber guy for many years. Switched to that very colorful unsquashable racket.
Oh, this should be high quality here. The two top-ranked players in their respective teams.
It's the French #1. It's the Colombian #1. Still early here in the second period. It's an early substitution for Lake Erie. Less than 5 minutes in. See if that costs them near the end of the third period.
Oh, that's brilliant. The lines Victor is able to hit on that side. He's just so clinical on that side. Really world-class backhand.
Oh, shot. So tough to scrape the ball back when it's glued to the sidewall here on the glass court at the Spectre Center. This is a court that certainly rewards good shots, good quality.
And Victor's tied it up now.
Can't get over the effortless nature of the movement of Rodriguez at 39 years old. He's an absolute specimen. He's scaved off Father Time, at least for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a close look at his movement, the way he hits the ball as well, has a very loose grip. He grabs it from the bottom to extend it. It's really brilliant, and these are the small details you can see guys later.
I think these two would constitute as short kings, the two gentlemen we're watching on court right now as well. So he doesn't have that giant wingspan, Rodriguez, so he needs every inch he can get in terms of reach on the tee and cutting the ball off and extending, especially on those dives. You need
Haven't seen one yet tonight.
Not yet. Yet is the key word, as there's the error on the back end of a long exchange. So we know how fit Miguel is now, but almost 8 minutes into this second period, Sean, Lake Erie on power play. So Miguel's gonna have to defend, no substitutions allowed for the next 2 minutes. So this is gonna be a long shift for Miguel. And it's going to be a tire in a couple minutes. You got to give him at least a let there. Oh, that feels a little bit.
Interesting choice to have to go for the power play when Miguel's on court. I do think his defensive abilities, especially in a time like this, would be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I would have to agree, Sean. I think the thinking must be Miguel's just been on court for so long. That must be the argument from Celia, or excuse me, from Lucy Beecroft, but I don't know if this is the right choice.
Really trusting in Victor. It's good to see that. I mean, if you're serving like that.
Squash gods trying to even the playing field a little bit.
There's that fan.
Oh, what a rally.
That's gorgeous. 57 seconds left.
Ooh.
Power play, really bringing out all kinds of variety. Variety we've never seen from Victor.
Oh, what a gap.
That is.
Shades of disco time, shades of. And unsurprisingly, Rodriguez excellent on the power play defense so far. Oh, roll it home, Mr. Cruin. Oh, bonjour. Oh, what a shot. I mean, that was pancakes, Sean. That is a dodo.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Oh, now here we go. Now here we go.
Oh, this is a brilliant power play from Victor here. You stand corrected in the comms booth.
Yeah, just needed about 90 seconds to ease into it, but he is firing on all cylinders. This will be the final point of the power play. Feathery drop from Rodriguez. Oh, and he's going for the Wills drop fake as Cruin. What an effort from Cruin. Great piece of defense from Rodriguez. But Cruin able to scrape together a couple points on the back end of that power play.
Huh? And look who we have here, the other Sherbaggy brother, legend himself.
Marwan.
Hey guys, thanks for having me.
Marwan, I have to ask you, so you're the second Sherbaggy brother that we have up here in the commentary table.
Yes.
I don't make the decisions. Sean doesn't make the decisions here. They tell us who we're supposed to talk to, and we talk to them. How did that happen? You're the higher ranked brother now. Don't you feel like you should be first? And now Mo's sitting over there, and
I mean,
he's enjoying his rest now that he's already talked to us.
I mean, to be honest, I've been always chasing him up the rankings, you know. I only got to pass him a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Tell me about how that feels.
I was actually telling him, well, I'm glad I just passed you in the rankings just before you turned into the Masters, you know, because next year you take over 35. So. But I'm just happy to, yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be, I guess, the #1 brother in the family for just a few weeks. But apart from that, no, it's been amazing just competing with him on tour and just traveling together and just doing the same thing. It means a lot to us, you know, and we really enjoy it, you know, just like coming here, for example, and just spending a few days together and enjoying this. And tomorrow, actually, we end up competing against each other.
Yeah, some major bragging rights on the line for tomorrow's matchup. Your Philadelphia Lightning, his Newport Dragons. Any sort of preview or predictions that you can give us ahead of tomorrow's semifinal matchup?
Yeah, I mean, of course, Ramit pulled out a few days ago, but I mean, we've got a strong team. Abulgar and Nathan Lake. We've had a great match in Greenwich a few weeks ago, which made us qualify here to the playoffs. So we feel pretty strong. The team is very good, and I'm very excited to have Abulgar as well this week with us. Of course, playing my brother and Yahya and Finley as well. It's not going to be easy. We look forward to it. It's going to be fun. I mean, just watching this is just so exciting. The squash, me and my brother were just saying, like, the quality is actually good. You know, like Miguel was actually playing really good. The quality of the squash is fast. It's entertaining. It's got a lot of shots actually, and you know what? No decisions as well with the referees. It's rarely you see any decisions.
Time clock.
Because yeah, exactly. So it's making it. I think I'm finding it exciting.
Marwan, you've been playing out of your mind this season and feel like you got your joy back. And want to ask you about something changed this season that is propelling you to play better this season, or just feeling like you have an extra joy with you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a good season. I mean, I started as number 10 and finished it in the top 5. And I was telling my brother, like, it was a tough season. We did a lot of traveling, a lot of competition. But I think, I don't know, I'm just enjoying the competition, enjoying training hard. And I'm spending more time in Egypt at the moment, training there. You know, the training over there is consistent at the moment. There's a lot of players to train with. So I'm just, I guess, yeah, just playing well at the moment. I'm just enjoying it. You know, enjoying the competition. It's yeah, you know, it's I don't know how long I have left. You know, but I wanna, you know, it's just, you know, give it everything in those last few years. And yeah, it's been great. You know, so we've got more events, more, you know, more traveling is more tiring, but at the same time, it's kind of, you know, enjoyable at the same time. You know, because you're doing it. I mean, we all enjoying the, you know, enjoy what we do.
Yeah, so you're up to 5 in the world now, as Sean just said. You're into your early 30s now. I know you and your brother are both guys that always want to keep improving, always want to add new things to your game. Even Mo, who's maybe lost a step physically, has added so much in terms of his tactics and in terms of his approach to how he approaches different matches. I think the season that your brother just had is one of the most impressive seasons of his career, just the way he's navigated the physical struggles that he's had. For you, now that you're maybe approaching that point of your career as well, how are you planning on treating this offseason and continuing to improve, and maybe you have your eyes set on top 4 or even higher in terms of your world ranking next year?
I mean, it's, I mean, as you said, you know, you know, every step in your career is different. Yeah, maybe the next phase in my career, you know, taking care of my body. You know, I'm doing more physio session, more treatments, taking care of looking, you know, just making sure the body's okay. You know, not doing too much on it. You know, so I, you know, just try to protect it as much as possible. I mean, you know, because the game is so physical at the moment, you know, you need to be very, very fit, because the game is also being played at a very fast pace, you know. So at this moment, you know, I'm just trying to keep my body as fit as possible, you know, have just training with good intensity, not to, you know, trying to manage the tournaments as well, manage the traveling. All of these things are so important, you know, because you still want to be hungry, you still want to be going to the tournament, you know, in a good mental state, you know, and feeling fresh and feeling that, you know, you want, you know, because it's tiring as well, you know. Sometimes you get into a phase in the season where you're a bit tired, and, you know, because you've done a lot of traveling, for example, you know, so that part is very important as well. But at the moment, you know, physically, I still feel good. I still don't think I need to do less or anything, you know. So I haven't felt it yet, I guess, but yeah, you know, I guess, you know, when you feel it, you start adapting, and, you know, luckily I have my brother who I can learn from, you know, other players.
He's a great resource, yeah. Tell you
learn from the mistakes.
I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys stay healthy, right? Because those glass floors are slippery as hell.
Oh, no.
Well, when I've seen your matches.
Oh, sorry, right? Yeah, I mean, the one in Australia, we had a nightmare, you know, this year, because it was very slippery, and they put the glass court outdoor, and it was very humid. It was a nightmare. But actually, you know, this.
Yeah. So the last thing I'll ask you about is, of these two teams, who do you think you'd rather play in the finals? If you guys are able to come through tomorrow, do you have a preference?
I mean, yes, I mean, Cleveland is looking good, to be honest, looking strong, and they're getting the good points in the first 2 games. So I would like to play them in the final. You know, you want to always play the best team, the better team. I think they haven't lost any matches till the finals, or maybe they lost one. I'm not too sure. But, you know, you want to beat the best, right? And especially we're playing here at home in Philly, so we want to give it. I mean, we want to try and win the title, hopefully.
Yeah, you'll have the home crowd behind you. I can't wait. It'll be brother versus brother, 2 legends of our game. Marwan El-Shorbagy, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
3 minutes and 15 seconds of just squash.
Meanwhile, Lake Erie looking to close the door on Atlanta here in period number 2. They have a 7-point cushion with just over 3 minutes to go. No subs, no power plays remaining. Oh, Veer. Houdini-esque the way he contorts his body in that way. So criminally underrated is Chertrani, I feel. People are finally starting to hop on the bandwagon after the World Championships this year.
We're not answering back.
Singing his praises for a very long time. I think Veer Chertrani is a future World Top 10 player. You heard it here first. He's got all the tools. Meanwhile, Bernard Jaume says, put some respect on my name. Feathery touch into the front right. Finds the neck.
Beacons looking fantastic stand in the second period.
So relatively low scoring period, Sean. 21-13.
22-13.
See Jackson furious over here with his prediction being completely wrong so far.
So far. As we know in the NSL, it's never over until it's over. We have a chance for Atlanta to come back, win the third, 30-minute third period, and force an overtime penalty shootout.
It's the type of matchup that is such a good test for a player, upcoming player like Veer. Leading to play to serve.
Bernard tightening the screws ever so slowly. And that's exactly what Bernard wants. He wants to extend these rallies and end up on the other side.
It's good to see Bernard thriving in the NSL season, given this is a personal thing for him, right?
He was undrafted last year.
And then went on that rampage last year, right after the draft had finished. Venus. Correct about that, but this second period is running away for the Beacons. Not taking his sweet time, as he should. There's that Timmy special.
Oh, he's going for the Philly boast. And Veer punishing him into the front left. Scrumptiously delicious for Chertrani. Too little too late. Down 6 with under 30 seconds to go. Jaume looking to close the door.
What an exchange here. Oh, the hand.
And a bear hug. It'll be no way.
Veer letting the arm loose as it is seemingly over the second period. As Tornadoes will look to regroup in the third period.
Yeah, he's going to want to keep that arm loose. He's going to, I mean, that's his game. That's his game when he's relaxed, calm, cool, collected, firing the ball into the net.
As we'll have Ryan Leslie talk to the Atlanta Tornadoes, it seems like.
I've got up here with head coach of the Atlanta Tornadoes, Celia, you're down 2-0. It's not good. What are we going to change here?
That's the beauty of the NSL. You can be 2 love down and still come back, and that's the plan. We're not going to go down like this. We're going to push through. We're going to come back. I know the guys can do the job. They've been playing well, and I know that we're capable of coming back to Yule and make a shootout and win there. So we're going for it.
You've been with the National Squash League since its inception. What would it mean to you and the city of Atlanta to get to the final and bring home a championship?
I mean, that would mean everything. There's such an amazing club, and we have 2 of the owners, Chad and then Kieran over here, that came all the way here. I know they really, you know, love the NSL. They love being able to be owners of the Tornadoes, and I want to be able to give back to them by bringing a title for them, for the club, just for the city. Like, we're the only city from the South, like, here, so we're trying to represent more than just Atlanta, probably the whole South. So, you know, we're ready for it, and we just want to keep pushing and try to bring the title. It's not over.
All right, good luck in period number 3. The Lake Erie Beacons are up 2-0. We'll be right back with period number 13.
Tried it for myself, and it was something that I really enjoyed and was something that would get me up and moving and be like a more productive person.
I just squash because it was one of the sports that really attracted me, and the places that we would travel to, it was really like eye-catching to me.
Honestly, I went there and it was good vibes, a good community, and so I was like, okay, I think squash is a sport that I want to play.
Ever since I picked up the racket, I just like really like this sport because it's unique from other sports.
It made for me.
I fell in love with the game when I first hopped on court.
I don't know, it's just different and it just challenged me, and I like being challenged.
When I tried it, I fell in love with it.
Oh, it's just like something new and like different, but like also at the same time like it's fun to me and I'm good at it. So like I want to compete and get better.
It's not an easy sport. I mean, it demands so much and it takes a lot out of you, but the reward is so fulfilling.
Beacons here against the Tornadoes as they're looking in good position entering the third, but again, as we know the NSL format, you can come back as the third period will be 30 minutes and also worth 2 points. It's all to play for. It's not over yet, Jackson.
Yeah, Sean, Atlanta very much alive here. They have the talent to come back here. Lake Erie's been so solid. They have a 2-0 lead in large thanks to the man on the right of your screen right now.
Yannick will help these with
absolutely rock solid for the Beacons.
This team's depth, Jackson, I've been saying time and time again, the depth of this team is unbelievable for the Beacons.
Yeah, solid, top to bottom.
Yannick might be the lowest ranked player, but I really don't see anyone as a weak link.
No, not at all. Nick Spazzeri not even playing tonight. He was a finalist at the U.S. Nationals last week. He's the number 4 for this Lake Erie team.
We are
underway. Period number 3. Here at the Spectre Center and early doors. It's Elmer's glued to the sidewall from Rodriguez on that straight backhand drop. Atlanta, first lead. Rodriguez just poking that ball long. I mean, there are a lot of players that we talk about in terms of effortless. But does anyone embody that idea more so on the squash court than Miguel Rodriguez does? I'm not sure.
Good point, Jackson. But actually Timmy up there as well. Looks like he's not trying half the time, but he's still winning. This is important for Miguel. Obviously, he's the higher ranked player. I mean, the wealth of experience he has. It's imperative for him to take a lead here to start put his team in good position as the Tornadoes' best player, Victor, has not jumped on court yet, giving him extra breathing room.
Let's listen to what Lucy Beecroft had to say to her Beacons team down on the bench after they were able to take that second period.
I think you can do longer than that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah.
You want to do 1 minute this time?
Yeah, no, but you should take the fun.
You should play like power play every point.
Yeah. I mean, we should use you for both. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Miguel he like.
They heard it, Sean. Looks like Lake Erie's going to elect to use Victor for both of their power plays here in the third period.
If the Tornadoes are really prepared, they'd be listening to the stream as they've just been exposed to the game plan, as Jackson repeated it as well. Well, let's see
back from the cutaway from the coach's interview. I was caught on camera there with making some sort of perturbed, long face. But we're back. We're in action here at Spectre. Match number 2 of Friday. We'll have 2 more semifinals tomorrow. There's the no-look cross-court winner, inch-perfect width. Get some applause from our NSL commissioner up here in commentary with us, Fernando Valdezon. He approves of disco time here at Spectre.
Jackson, this is a wonderful lead here.
There's the whole front wall there. Does Yannick. He set it up well with that straight drop on the forehand. So good. All night long. Atlanta out to a 5-1 lead to kick off this third period. Came out firing. Slowly, Lake Erie looking to claw back.
That's good. That's good for Yannick.
We'll have 2 more semis tomorrow night. It'll be the Sono Sharks versus the Philadelphia Freedom on the women's side of the bracket. They're playing for the right to take on the DC Inferno in Sunday's final. On the men's side, Philadelphia Lightning, led by Marwan El-Sherbagi, will take on the Newport Dragons, led by one of the greatest to ever play our game, Mohamed El-Sherbagi.
As fit as these players are, this third period is 30 minutes long, and you can tell that we've seen enough tape. The players do get tired, so the clock management is crucial as to managing this third period for players. Bit of a hold, but read brilliantly by Big Al here.
Oh. Just clipping the top of the tip.
What do we think here, Jackson? Do you think the Tornadoes can sneak this out? Or?
I mean, I gotta say yes for content's sake, Sean. What do you know? If you know one thing about me, what is it? It's all about the content. We need the shootout. We need the overtime shootout. They have a 3-point lead. They were my original pick to win the match. I have to stick with them. I have to stick to my guns and
Jackson
see if the Tornadoes are going to pull this thing out. But Yannick looks really strong right now, and as we know, of course, Miguel is the star player for these Atlanta Tornadoes. So if Yannick can hang around here, Victor could potentially have a mismatch opportunity later on in this period. Here comes first substitution.
Same strategy as the second period, where they had Yannick start off and have Victor come in first. And kind of trap Miguel here.
And yeah, once again, under 6 minutes for that opening shift from Yannick. Each team allotted 3 total substitutions in this third period. So now only 2 substitutions remaining for the Beacons and 24 minutes to play. So that averages out to 3 8-minute shifts. Could be some major work from the legs of these players. You'd imagine that Victor's going to come on now. He's going to check off for 7 8 minutes and then come right back up and close things out here. I think Veer Chatrani is going to be the X factor here. If Veer can let the arm go and can really rack up some points for the Tornadoes when he checks on, I think that Atlanta's going to have a really good chance. If he's a non-factor, then I think Lake Erie is going to come away with a win here, relatively unscathed 4-0.
Talk about X factor
into the
here.
finals with all the confidence in the world.
Miguel playing brilliantly to put the Tornadoes in prime position in this third period. If you're a Tornadoes fan, you were hoping for this. If you can withstand the barrage of hitting from Victor and Yannick, it's looking a fantastic stand. Doing what he does best, drawing him to the line hitting here.
Yeah, it's almost mesmerizing. It's almost just this pattern that Rodriguez is going to fall into. And then if Victor is able to kind of just keep this sort of squash up, wow, I mean, that's so good. It's just so good, Sean. Oh, and he's made the air, but that's such high quality. And here comes the power play. So after that exchange, it's so smart, Sean, because you have those exchanges of them just kind of rallying up and down the backhand glass, very cat and mouse, very predictable. And now Veer's going to come out absolutely firing here in the second period. He catches the ball there. Felt like he's not in an attacking position. Firing the ball around the court. Just going for absolutely everything. Oh, clipping the top of the tin there. He's going rapid once again. Rodriguez has no interest in volleying any of these serves. Has his racket hovering around his ankles on the serve return. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. With this little scoop over the head of Cruin. He thought about going for the forehand return on the backhand side there. Thought better of it, though.
Oh, this is good. Things are looking good for the Tornadoes.
Just a 1-minute power play, but
last point here.
Yeah, this is a big rally. Lake Erie does not want to come away relatively empty-handed.
Line.
It's the last point of the power play. Here's a chance for Cruin. Rodriguez, not one to hold his lunge as frequently as some of the other players atop the rankings, running through that ball in the front right. He's punished by Cruin, putting him on the angle into the back left.
This should be where the matchup where Victor looks to make a move, and Tom Walsh is going to do his best to defend. They're in a better position in terms of the power play.
Tom Walsh, an incredibly attritional player.
As he cuts down the lead now.
Set the record this season in the PSA World Tour for the longest rally in PSA history.
Oh, that's before. He did indeed.
We know how fit he is. We know how well he moves. We know how attritional Tom likes to play. So hopefully can neutralize some of the attack from Cruin here.
Victor making a move, though.
Victor is so on his toes here. Taking it really early.
Really pinning him in the back here. Tom Walsh having to do a lot of work.
He's hung in well there. The ball was good, but what's the call?
It's a stroke.
That rule is only for power play. 8-11.
Okay, so we have some clarification there from Yuri, who's on the ball. Shout out Yuri. And the referee chair, letting us know that it is only on the power play in which the returning player is allowed to call let for not being ready to play the ball.
Oh, this is brutal. I mean, the lead that Miguel was able to get for the Tornadoes evaporating by the second. And that's now a 1-point lead. Tom Walsh not happy with that decision.
It was loose from...
But it is good to see Jackson. I mean, because of the time clock, there's no point in arguing.
Very true. Very true. It does mitigate that to Marlon's point.
Walsh has to find some answers here because Victor has been just scoring points after points.
Yeah, and Walsh normally incredibly accurate. He's spraying the ball all over the court a little bit here. You got to give credit to Victor for that because Victor is taking the ball so early and putting him under so much pressure. It's likely why Walsh has been so unsettled and unable to find his accuracy here. Cruin refusing to let Walsh get dug into this match.
That popped out. Victor immediately responds. They have the lead now. Jackson. The lead was around 10-4, I believe. Or 11-4 even.
It's been a masterclass from Cruin here. Pretty special stuff here in the NSL playoffs. So impressed with them. So impressed with him in the match against Newport. He absolutely loves this format. We weren't able to see him in action last season. He's the #2 overall pick by the Louisville Colts.
You know, the thing about Victor is I think what makes him so special is his level rarely drops off. He stays so consistent, and we know how high that level is now as he's reaching around top 7 in the world as well. And we're seeing it in full display here in the third period. Not an ounce of level drop off here. Walsh gets a point back.
Walsh with excellent weight of shot, looking to steady the ship.
Brilliant shift from Victor here. Suspect they're gonna have to sub him out.
Just hopped off the warm-up bike. He's going to be looking to come in any moment here, but this won't be the last we see of Cruin, presumably. He'll be back on to close out the third. You'd have to imagine, unless it's for Oklahoma.
I do believe Tornadoes have not used the power play yet.
Lake Erie used their 1-minute power play.
It's a costly error.
Still has their 2. Oh, shots. Punish Cruin in the middle there. Excellent shutout. Oh, and that ball went flying. I have my eye on it. I see it. It's over by the Hall of Fame up there.
We have a double substitution.
Oh, Miguel is racing up the steps.
Please welcome on the court for the Beacons.
I don't want to waste no time, man. So in the meantime, it's a double substitution while we look for the ball. Keep going, sir. Keep going, Miguel. Oh, we found it. And an excellent toss. He almost nailed Jom in the back of the head there. Gracias, Miguel, so is Ryan Leslie.
Seconds on the clock.
Almost halfway through this third period. Say a mini lead here for the Beacons, but Tornadoes in better positioning for the power play. And look who it is. Joining us at the comms booth.
Another surprise up here in the commentary booth. It's the man with the sharpest jawline in all of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's Spencer Lovejoy.
I appreciate that, Fragman. You're too good to me, man. Good to me.
Spencer, I never could be. I never could be.
Very generous.
How are you enjoying the squish here tonight?
I'm absolutely loving it down there, honestly. We've had a couple of really good matchups tonight, and you know, that women's match that we started off with could have gone either way. You know, that third period was really tight, and yeah, it was, you know, really exciting squash throughout. And this men's match, the Beacons are obviously up 2-0, but you know, the Tornadoes showing signs here of some good comeback energy. So I'm excited to see how this one will end up here.
Did you suspect this for between these two teams, or is this kind of shocking you?
Honestly,
how it's going?
I thought that my pick was the Tornadoes for this one. So I am a little bit shocked that they're down 2-0 right now, but I've been impressed with the way that the Beacons have come out at the beginning of the match. They seem very organized, and Victor has been playing some amazing squash tonight. I think personally that Victor's definitely put up an MVP performance here so far. He's just been super tidy, and he's hit some really good patches of play, and he's just been really putting the team on his back. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by where we're at here, but you never know. Still 15 minutes to play, plenty of time, so anything could happen.
So Spencer, we spoke to Mohamed El Sherbagi earlier, your Newport Dragons teammate. We asked him a little bit about your guys' matchup tomorrow against the Philadelphia Lightning. To me, that's the match of the semifinals of all 4 semis. My personal opinion is the winner of that match is going to win the 2025 NSL Championship. Can you give us a little bit of a preview for that Lightning-Newport matchup that you're going to be participating in tomorrow evening?
I mean, it's definitely a very cool matchup. You know, you've obviously got Mohamed versus Marwan, the brothers facing off.
Oh, shots right here. Sorry, Spencer.
Rolla.
Pancakes.
Yeah, you know, the brothers lining up for that one. I think that both teams have really strong rosters on paper. I think that, you know, Newport, we've got Mohamed, Yaya, and Finn versus Marwan, Nathan, and Abu Elgar, who hasn't played an NSL match yet. So, you know, I think that that's something maybe to be exploited tomorrow. And so, you know, I was speaking to Pat, our coach, earlier. We've got a good plan going into it. But I think it'll definitely be some exciting squash, and it'll be an awesome matchup, especially because Philly is the home team here, and so hoping to have a good crowd for that one, and hopefully gets loud and raucous in here. So.
Oh, that's great. You're hyping me up here. Spencer, you're not going to be featured in tomorrow's match, but you will still stay very involved with the coaching, I suspect.
Yeah, I will be on the bench with Pat. You know,
you're not playing tomorrow?
I'm not playing tomorrow. No, we've got Finn, who's going to go in at the 3 spot.
Okay.
So yeah, we thought that was the best decision for the team based on the styles of all of our players. So I'm happy with it. I think that you know,
I think it's fair to add a little bit more attacking. I think you guys are pretty set in terms of the attritional defensive.
Finn was world class on the power play during our first match. So
saw him slotting some nicks today on the traditional court in practice against Brooklyn.
And he's ready for it, so he's excited for it. You know, obviously Mohamed, a great team player, great leader. So you know, he's going to be a big part of the team tomorrow. And then Yaya is super solid, really physical. So he's going to be taking up a lot of minutes. And so yeah, will be interesting to see how we use Finn and Mohamed on the power play. Because I think they're both really attacking in different ways, depending on the matchups we have. So,
well, so sorry to interrupt in terms of strategy, but what have you and Pat sort of come up with? If there's anything you can give us in terms of your approach to tomorrow's match?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we want to reveal any of our strategy here on the stream.
I have to ask.
But yeah, we've just spoke about it, and yeah, I mean, you know, as we spoke about on the NSL before, you know, it's all about those matchups that you're creating on court. You know, using those power plays at the right time, making those substitutions at the right time, and you know, you have to be locked in the whole match because the match could change in a split second. So if you're not on your toes as a coach, so I'll be on the bench with Pat, helping to make those decisions, and hopefully we can get them right tomorrow.
Oh, it's really exciting. I mean, that's the beauty of the NSL right now. It's like there's so many good players. Each team has so much depth. Now, for the example of Newport Dragons, they have the luxury of picking and choosing depending on the lineup. So that just shows how much the NSL has grown. Spencer,
yeah, it certainly has, and you know, it's just great to have all the players here this weekend in Philly. You know, the energy definitely feels different. Just in this match, you know, it feels like it means more than a regular season match, which is great. great energy, good vibes. So hopefully that just continues and continues to grow throughout this weekend. Really looking forward to the rest of the matches and to see what happens. So
yeah, it's been so serious. I love it.
Yeah. No, I mean, these players are dialed in. I think it was the case during the finals last year. Everyone on court really wanted to win, and I think this year has been more of the same, even bleeding into the regular season, and certainly here at the 2025 NSL playoffs. Looking forward to seeing the stakes and the ante continuing to rise up as we have a double substitution here on court. It will be Cruin and Rodriguez to close things out for their respective teams. Spencer, I'm gonna let you head down to the to enjoy the action down on the floor, but just take a few minutes tonight and over the course of the weekend to soak it in and appreciate what you guys have created here, because it's pretty cool, Spencer.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Spencer.
Crunch time, Jackson.
Here we go, Sean.
Beacons
Atlanta
great position
had
here.
a big lead very early in this third period, and by the mid-section of the third, Lake Erie had drawn even pulled ahead. Now a 5-point lead. No substitutions remaining. Plenty of time. Rodriguez to claw back in here. About a dozen years separating these two age-wise. And Rodriguez find a way to claw back.
Oh!
It is disco time in Philadelphia, no doubt about that.
It's got to be good for the momentum here. Oh, the hands.
Oh, the hands are outrageous. Look how far back his tee position is. Miguel, he has not a care in the world. Victor putting the combinations together, and there's the nick. Perfect width on the cross.
A couple of vamos.
I think that was Celia, who's
a
French woman, but understands the vamo. And there's the fake from
it's a no-let.
Victor, and the no-lets.
Oh, Miguel's not happy. He's got to get it over quickly.
Yuri certainly wanted to play through a little bit of contact, so tough as nails. So we understand the decision. Who's in the officiating chair? Daria Ben marking this match, who was a part of one of the greatest rallies I've ever seen in college squash or just in squash general at nationals. On that court number, I think three it was, here at the Spectre Center. Just Princeton's Yuvraj Wadwan play. Pretty special stuff. So we've got a good officiating crew here tonight as Atlanta on the power play now.
Wow, this is good defense so far by Victor as he has a fist pump there.
Is Rodriguez the guy that you want on the power play for Atlanta, or should the HIF perhaps elected to go for Chotrani? We'll have a better answer in a minute and 27 seconds.
I mean, hard not to give to Miguel, with his resume. But I get what you mean.
In terms of legacy and career, yeah, sure. But in terms of practically at this point, who has the more attacking playing style and better execution when it comes to offensive squash and experience in the NSL.
Oh,
shot. Victor's.
It's too solid. It's too solid. It's currently
Miguel's
0
got
points.
it. Miguel, if he wants to have any chance here, has to make something happen over these next 49 seconds. Has to.
Victor might be up there as one of the best defenders at power play, I just realized. There's one in 2 minutes so far.
Carving that ball in. It's like a slice shot in tennis. Maybe a cheeky carry. Not sure. And what I love about Cruin on the power play defense is he still takes the ball early and he still looks to volley the ball and take it in short. But he just plays with that extra bit of margin, and he does look to extend the rallies when it makes sense. But he's not passive. There's a very fine line. Stop.
The power play was over when you served.
Power play is over, so just going to redo the rally.
Power play from the Lake Erie Beacons.
Now Miguel is
2
going
minutes on the clock.
Lake Erie Beacons firing back.
Lake Erie going to look to really lay it on here. Already up 6.
Jackson, that was a 1.2-minute power play, by the way.
Sean.
I mean, I think that's more credit to Victor, if
Sean.
anything.
Miguel is in deep water here. He's in big time trouble.
Oh, that was...
We're talking about a former British Open champion. We're talking about a former world number 4. We're talking about one of the most exciting players in the world of professional squash. But this is going to be a tall mountain for him to climb. He's going to have to go into defensive mode for the next 90 seconds and then flip a switch. And for the final 5 minutes, try to come back and play offense. He's lobbing like nobody's business. That's Elmer's glued to the sidewall on the straight redrop.
Seems like players on the defensive power play are playing better.
Defense wins championships, Sean.
Actually, no rush for Victor. He's in good position. He's killing the clock. He's got the lead.
Yeah, that is the other great thing about the power play is it's not only an offensive tactic. It can be used to just prevent the other team from scoring points. If the other team is low on time or the other team is on a roll and can't seem to miss, then they have to shift into a defensive mindset. Power play is not allowed in the final 4 minutes of NSL action. Victor finally finding something. Here's the boast. Air Victor. Oh, he's buried in the 10.
30 more seconds. That's 2. We can see Miguel a bit of fatigue there.
Just sailing out for Miguel. 11 seconds to go. This will likely be the final point of the power play. Oh, and Miguel's played that. He had a
well
stroke.
done for playing that. It's killing the time further.
That's the end of the power play. No more power plays.
10-point lead.
No more substitutions. 4 minutes and 41 seconds of just squash.
Miguel, as we mentioned, champion of the most prestigious tournament, perhaps, in all professional squash, British Open. If he's able to come back here, this could be the most legendary moment of his career, Sean. This would be absolutely incredible. On the volley, he's on the prowl.
Oh, wow. The athleticism from both.
Oh, good extension.
Crowd egging Atlanta Tornadoes to push.
Oh, there's an error. That's 3 in a row. That's 3 in a row, Sean.
It's giving life.
It's a big rally with Victor reeling a bit here. Rodriguez continue his positive momentum. Oh, Sean. Oh, I don't know if he was ready to play that in time. That ball was so far up the court. Obviously a miss hit by Rodriguez. The stroke given. It's probably the right decision. I'm probably rooting for a little bit of a comeback here. but it's gone absolutely frantic here.
This is interesting from Victor. You can tell he's trying to extend the rallies as the time is quickly dwindling.
He's got a really good feel of the NSL format at this point in the season.
What a shot!
See, now Miguel is winning this shift in terms of points won, but this is really exactly what Victor wants, is just to extend these rallies and draw this thing out. Miguel's got to pick up the pace a little bit here.
He's going to start having to take those chances if the time clock starts running out. Should be interesting to see what he decides to do tactically.
Victor, as we know, so tough to break down. Oh, what a get. Oh, what a rally. He's giving up the ghost. And now some breathing room for Cruin as it begins to sink in. His Beacons 60 seconds away from their first ever National Squash League Finals appearance. Oh, shots. It runs in the Colombian family, does that shot. I think I've seen that before somewhere, Sean.
36-30.
Wow. That was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah! He's fucked. He's you got 5 points.
Oh, this is good from Victor. He's not taking any chances, slowing down. And that might...
What a way to end it. An exclamation point on an absolutely awesome... I mean, that might be the best single individual performance that we've seen here in the National Squash League by Victor Cruin there. That was pretty incredible stuff. Offense, defense, power play defense. He did it all. The French #1 and world #11 is absolutely gassed. He's going to get a good night's sleep tonight. A well-deserved rest as he embraces the Spanish #2. And one of the top young up-and-coming players out of Switzerland. But the man of the match, surely it'll be Mr. Cruin. Devastating for the Atlanta Tornadoes. Our commiserations to them. Let's throw down to our MC for the evening, Ryan Leslie, with our winners.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the Lake Erie Beacons.
Have just clinched the first spot in Sunday's championship. Bernat, you were all over the place, looking incredible. You went against Veer most of the time. You guys were just shooting that out there. What was that going against Veer most of the time? How'd you play yourself?
Yeah, I matched up a lot with Veer in this match, and they put 2 power plays on him, so I know he's very skillful, so I had to tell myself to just try to stay in the rallies and let him build some pressure in himself, as he had to do something. You know, maybe they were expecting that I would not retrieve as many balls. And I think I did pretty good defending that, and I'm happy with my performance, and obviously like super proud of my teammates that they did an amazing job. Yeah.
I would agree with that. And Yannick, you were there. You had to go against Miguel a lot of the time, but you held your own, and you had some good coaching between Lucy, you just played. Victor seemed to be all over it. How much did that play into effect, and how much did that make you play up to the level of what you did tonight?
Yeah, absolutely a lot. I mean, they gave me good insights. I knew what I had to do on court today. And it's not easy to play against Miguel, but I think I did a good job taking some time off the clock, and yeah, happy with it.
And catching up with what seems to be the captain, the man in charge. Victor, you were all over the place, whether it was in the coaching corner, on the court, and you booked yourself into Sunday's championship match. How excited are you, and what does this mean for the Lake Erie Beacons?
Yeah, very excited. Yeah, it's such a strategic game. You really have to think about just getting that momentum, keeping that momentum, using the power play at the right times. And yeah, I mean, we think that we need to make the strategy before we get on court, but we keep reminding ourselves that those strategic decisions has to be made on the go. So really depending on how players are feeling on court, obviously we need to trust each other as well. I think the first period that we won, Yannick just did an incredible job to finish it up. I think it's hard to be the last man on court, whether you're up on the scoreboard or down and you need to come back. So yeah, I think the whole team did an incredible job today, and we're very excited for Sunday's final.
It is truly a team sport. You guys played like a team. You got another semifinal tomorrow. Do you particularly care who you play?
Well, just to remind Americans, there's a European team taking over the NSL here, right?
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the first team going to the championship are the Lake Erie Beacons. Congratulations, and we will see you on Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes night one of the semifinals here of the 2025 National Squash League Championship Weekend. We will be back here tomorrow at 4:30 for our second Men's National Squash League semifinal to see who will take on the Lake Erie Beacons. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support, and we will see you tomorrow evening. Have a good night.
The Lake Erie Beacons, a.k.a. Team Europe, as they were just dubbed by Victor Kroon. No matter who they play in the finals on Sunday, Sean, there'll be two Egyptian members on the team opposite them. So it'll be potentially a bit of a Team Egypt versus Team Europe situation. But we have France, we have Spain, we have Switzerland. And we're running the full gamut here. On night one of the NSL playoffs, they didn't disappoint. Obviously, a couple blowouts. We'd like to see some close matches. We'd like to see some shootouts. But in terms of the quality of the squash that was on display tonight, I thought it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I mean, good shout there for Victor. What a variety of different European countries being featured for Lake Erie Beacons there. And yes, it was a dominant performance by both teams today, but I think it's really only furthering the hype onto finals night, as they're not messing around. They're taking this very, very seriously, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come. And we know there's a huge semifinal battle tomorrow and the finale on Sunday.
Two semifinals tomorrow on the National Squash League YouTube channel. We have the Philadelphia Freedom versus the Sono Sharks on the women's side of the bracket, and on the men's side of the bracket, it'll be led by Marwan El-Shirbagy, the Philadelphia Lightning, and led by Mohamed El-Shirbagy, the Newport Dragons. I can't wait, Sean. I know you can't either. Hopefully the people at home can't wait. Subscribe to the National Squash League on YouTube channel. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a video, never miss a live stream. And Sean and I will be right back here in less than 24 hours to talk you through our wonderful semifinal matchups tomorrow night. For Sean Shaw, my name is Jackson Bragman. Congrats to the Lake Erie Beacons, your first finalists on the men's side for the 2025 NSL playoffs. Thank you for watching the NSL playoffs live on YouTube.